Right. Hello and welcome everyone to day two of the quarterfinals for Checkmate tournament. I'll be Mixie Neo and I'm joined here today by Bones.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. Sorry for the delay. We just had some technical issues on our end, but everything's good to go. And we're ready to head right into it. Today we're going to be seeing First Love versus Strawberry Milk, and it's actually the last day of the quarterfinals. Last match before we head into the semis, and then the finals next week. So really, really excited to see what we have in store for us today.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I'll hand it over to Bones for discussing our strawberry milk and first love roster for today.
Sure, yeah. So I actually had the privilege last week of commentating for Strawberry Milk's match. So definitely, very familiar with these guys.
Mhm.
We've got Ender on that Hermit. We got Zen on backup with a bunch of other hunters. Waxard possibly able to just, you know, very, very dominant on that hunter side, and as well as their survivor side, nothing to shake a stick at. We've got Kels, Exy, Austie, and Junie. Very, very excited to see what we have in store today. Super excited. Hopefully we'll be able to see that Hermit come back out to play from Ender. Very, very memorable match. Just complete mastery of that character. On the side of First Love, really the thing that stood out to me most about First Love in their rounds was the fact that they have a very dedicated Weeping Clown main. So could be seeing some weepy action today if everything goes according to plan. But yeah, both of these teams so strong, and pretty evenly balanced as well, in terms of their survivor and their hunter side. Not really any issues in terms of one of their hunters being stronger than their survivors. We're definitely, I think we're going to be in for some really, really interesting matches, and yeah, definitely a lot of good plays in store, a lot of great kites in store. So exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for going over that, Bones. I definitely anticipate some of these choices we've seen from both Strawberry Milk and First Love, and maybe some characters they haven't had the chance to play in this tourney yet.
Yeah, and actually, Mixie, I know you were looking for that toy merchant yesterday. There's definitely a
Oh
chance of
yeah.
seeing that toy merchant again today. I
Yeah,
saw
for
that last
sure.
week from Strawberry Milk, so hopefully, pulling that out again.
Yeah, I'm definitely manifesting that. Um, just something I'm gonna
We all
vouch
know
for.
I'm in.
I was about to say I hope we get
Yup.
some lizard in for Bones too.
Yup, definitely hoping to see that lizard. Zen, I see you in the chat. You should try it out. Could be fun. Could be interesting. Change
Yeah,
things
just a
up a little bit.
suggestion.
Just a suggestion, not something you need to listen to me about, but if you want to make Bones a little happy, then lizard time. How about it?
Lizard counter, two, I think.
Lizard
Or
lizard
like
counter about 2 or 3, something along those lines.
we'll go with
Um,
2.5.
we'll go with 2, just to keep me a little humble for the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah, for sure. I do think we're going to be proceeding to the map ban and pick selection soon. Are there any maps you'd be interested in seeing these teams play on, Bones?
I know it's a little bit unpopular. I like to see Leo's memory, just because there's so much versatility you could have on that map. There's so many levels. Open areas can be a problem for the survivors, but that factor you do not want to get stuck in. So I know that's not everybody's I know it's not everybody's favorite map, but it's one of mine. And I like seeing what the survivors and what the hunters can be capable of when they're challenged on a map like that. And
Yeah,
anything from you, Mixie? What maps do you want to see?
yeah, I really love your points about Leo's memory as well. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit fond of that map as well. But if I'm gonna be honest, I think I would love to see some. Oh, and here we have it. We have Ever Sleeping Town selected. I believe that's Arms Factory that was banned. I was going to mention that it would be interesting to see some Chinatown. I know yesterday I had a bracket with S and we were talking about um how how difficult it is to play on that map. I suppose we could put it that way. But honestly, bringing up Ender's Hermit gameplay, I just remembered. I think that is a really brutal map to go up against a hermit on. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm manifesting that.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely, definitely could be, you know, Chinatown, and also really, really great map for that toy merchant, if she doesn't
Mhm.
get banned, of course. I know she's one of the primary bans on that map, but definitely really excited to see what comes out here on Eversleeping. It's a little bit similar to Chinatown. It's kind of like a less intense Chinatown. Still got those buildings, still got a lot of open areas, but you know, you have that safety in the graveyard. You have center house, corner house, all those places that can be really, really strong for the survivors and also work against them if the hunter knows their own strengths. It's also one of my favorite maps for that weird. You could do a lot of jumping into those windows if you know exactly where to angle it. It's a little bit tricky, but once you get it down, the amount of survivors, if there's that cipher that spawns in that center house, you can jump right in that window, and it can be pretty entertaining. So definitely, uh, it's also just a really balanced map. So really good pick for that first round. Definitely understand picking that over something like Arms Factory. Nobody really wants to be stuck on Arms Factory.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that Ever Sleeping Town has a lot more space for everybody, and the map layout. I think the amount of space, the open space, as well as areas with all the pallets or walls and vaults to go over. Little more permanent than the ones in Chinatown. But yeah, I think it's a really solid choice, especially because we are going to be having no hunter bans for the first round. I think anything is really on the table, and really popular hunter bands can really shine on this map.
Yeah, definitely. We could be seeing another wax artist and a wax artist. Picked a couple times yesterday, not really able to be used to his fullest potential, but we've seen wax artists before on Ever Sleeping, and it's such a strong map for him. So we could be seeing that first round. We could be seeing a hermit coming out of Ender. We could see, I know Boy Boss has a clerk and a pretty good axe boy as well. So those were showcased in First Love's last round. Definitely could be seeing that clerk on a map like Ever Sleeping. Such a good map for her. And yeah, but yeah, like you said, Mixie, I always love first round, just because there's no hunter ban. Hunter's free to play whoever they want, and
Mhm.
it can really set up. It can either make or break your next round because the way that a lot of these tournaments are played, you kind of do rely on your hunter a little bit just to get that first round solidified. Obviously, your survivors are important as well, but with the way that this game tends to be played in like NAU, a lot of the time it's going to be resting on your hunter to just sort of secure that first round, able to pick their main still, not having to worry about any bans, and just get those points on the board as fast as possible. So those first rounds are always so interesting for me because a little bit of things to work around on the survivor side, not as many as later rounds, but you still got some bans coming through. But the hunter side is just free to roam.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's really fun as well to see how survivors set up for these first round. You may have people who kind of anticipate what the hunter is going to play first, so they uh com compose their team compositions based on that, or sometimes even just off of those bands.
All right, and it looks like we are actually needing to restart the stream. I'm not sure when that will happen. It may be that we just sort of drop off unexpectedly. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
just some issues to work out, but it'll be fine. We will be right back. Um, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to